is Marco with the Limelight Pet Project, and I'm here with Andy Castillo from MEOW Cat Rescue. And hi.
Hi.
Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome
Thank
to
you.
my home.
Thank you so much
coming.
for letting us come into your home
Yeah.
and hang out with all of these amazing cats and dog. But today we're featuring one cat in particular. Can you tell us a little bit about Zoey?
Yeah, this is Zoey. Zoey came to our home about a year ago as a foster. She needed to have surgery on her elbow because it was broken. When she was returned to us after being in a adoptive home for 6 years, she came back to us with a broken elbow. And so we did have that surgically repaired. She also had some pretty bad dental disease, so we got a full dental done on her. But she came here to kind of hang out and recoup from all of that and then find a perfect home for her, which we're still working on doing.
Yeah. And so you kind of told us before this interview that she started her life out as an outdoor cat. Mm-hmm. So she is the taste of the wild. She is like, let me out. We got here.
She does.
And she was in her little pen, and then we're like, hey, come over here, say hi. And she was like, oh no, get me out of here. She was like, I want to go outside because it's part of her, what she loves and what she's comfortable.
Yeah.
So you've mentioned that an ideal home would have access to a safe outdoor space. Can you talk a little bit about what does that look like? What is a safe outdoor space for any cat?
Yeah, sure. So a safe outdoor space is one where they can't actually get into the full outside, and they're protected from predators and other things, poisons and cars and things like that. So a fully enclosed deck area, a fully enclosed patio, or very popular now are catios, so completely separate structures. Maybe they're built onto the side of a home. Maybe they're a portable. You can get them on Amazon, portable structures that actually you can roll out onto a deck. But something that's fully enclosed. There is, they call it cat fencing, which sits at the top of a fence and comes in. So a cat can't get out, but it certainly doesn't keep predators from coming in. So we would want something that has sides and a roof on it for her to go out. And like you said, she is used to that, and she gets kind of frantic when she doesn't have access. But knowing that she has access, she only spends a very small amount of time outside. She just needs to know that it's there.
Yeah. I think we can all relate to that after the last couple of years.
Exactly. Exactly. She just likes the fresh air and to look at the birds and to know that she still has some of that control.
Yeah. So how would you describe her personality in general? Because I know she's around a lot of cats right now, which isn't her favorite thing.
Right.
But when she's feeling herself, what does that look like?
Yeah. So when it's quiet in the house and all the other cats are asleep or not around, what I consider her true personality comes out. She's very friendly. She rubs against me. She tries to get into my lap. She wants to be near me. But when the other cats are around, she just kind of goes to a safe spot and hunkers down. So I know that this is not an ideal place for her. Her true personality, I think, will really blossom and shine in a quiet single cat home. Okay. Meaning she's the single cat.
Yes. But then what else would be okay in a home for her?
Yeah. So we talked about the safe outdoor space. She loves her catnip, needs to have some catnip, needs to have some chin scritches and some temptations. She really enjoys her temptations. But right now she's laying on a heating pad. Most of my surfaces here in the house have heating pads under them, and she really enjoys a nice warm spot, looking out the windows and taking a nap.
Naps are number one for her.
Naps are number one. And then finding her person when it's time for a chin scritch or some treats.
I love that.
She'll let you know.
And space for zoomies when she gets them.
And space for zoomies, which she gets rarely, but when she has catnip. Yeah. She loves her nip.
Oh my goodness. And you did say earlier that she has really good litter box manners?
She does. She has perfect litter box manners. She is on a fairly consistent diet, which is right now primarily dry food, which we have been trying to wean her off of for over a year. Ideally, she'd be on an all wet food diet. With her age, she should have more wet food for her, the health of her kidneys and her bladder, but she just absolutely refuses. So she gets a little bit of wet food, but primarily she's on her dry. And we would encourage an adoptive family to continue trying to get her migrated over to wet food.
Awesome. And she is older and has a little bit of pain, so there is some medical requirements that you would want any adopter to know about as well. Can you tell us about that?
So because of that surgery on her elbow, she has just a slight limp from that. She's on a low dose of Gabapentin, which she takes like a champ, a pill that you can just pop down her throat. She gets that twice a day, and that's for arthritis and a little bit of pain in that elbow. But that's the only thing that she needs to.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, if we can get her fully on that wet food, then her kidney health will be better too.
Awesome.
But
I love it. So what is your absolute favorite thing about her?
the way she looks at me when she wants attention. So she's got these gorgeous, which she's not showing right now, but she's got these gorgeous green eyes and this funny little nose. When she looks up at me to get attention or to get a chin scritch, it just melts my heart.
I love that. So if you could imagine her perfect day in her new home, what do you think that would look like?
So she'd have a big bowl of wet food in the morning. She would play with some catnip. She'd go sit out in her catio and watch the birds and the sun coming up in the morning. Then she'd come in and she'd sit in a sun puddle for most of the day, sleeping. Then she would look for her person for some chin scritches and some treats, and then it'd be dinner time.
I feel like you could just say all of that. Yeah, repeat and repeat and repeat.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good routine. I love it.
And a nice lap to sit on or sit by throughout the day would be awesome.
I love that. So if someone is interested in seeing if they have that home, if they could create that home for her, what are the next steps for them to take?
They can contact the shelter directly. The phone number is on our website, and they can also reach out to adopt.meowcatrescue.org with an email to submit an application or just ask questions, and they'll be put in touch directly with me, and we can talk through those.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Andy. It was so nice to meet
Sure,
you.
my pleasure.
And Zoey.
Thanks, Zoey.
Yay.
Wake
This
up now.
has been Marco with the Limelight Pet Project. We shine the light on harder to adopt pets because their stories are worth telling.